Welcome to this episode of the Growth Journey Show with Steve and myself, Chris. Today we're at Bournemouth Athletic Track and we are going to try our best to squeeze in a couple of running related puns and jokes as we go through this episode. We are standing on the start line of the track and we are at the start of our growth journey. That's number one.
So yes, today what we wanted to talk about is what we've been working on this week. We've got this quarter, we've got two key objectives. Objective number one is to get our growth foundation document in place. That's where we do all the planning of what our marketing looks like and get the foundations in place. And the second thing is to get our sales process really nailed down and very clear and well communicated with our team. Yep. So that's what we've been starting on this week. Again, getting the start line in there. We've been really focusing in on this sales process. What we've come up with is a really simple 4-stage sales process. We don't have a lot of time on our hands. We don't have a dedicated salesperson. It's just myself and Chris managing that sales process. So we've come up with a 4-step process. The first step... I was going
to say, hopefully our new marketing strategy will deliver people into this 4-step process. So we're working on that. That's one of our other goals separately. But once that's happened, hopefully it's going to deliver people into this 4-step process.
Yeah. So marketing will deliver them in, make an inquiry, and then we'll get started with the sales process. So step one is a connect call. The second step is the exploratory call. Third step's a growth workshop. And the fourth step is then the sales proposal and getting an agreement in place. I'm going to go through each of those steps in a little bit more detail. First step, the connect call, really simple. 5-minute call. Is the purpose of that is to book in the exploratory call, which is an hour. We're anticipating that most of the people we're going to speak with, MDs of a company, CEO, sales director, marketing director, they typically are not going to have an hour spare when we first phone them up. So we book in that hour call. The exploratory call is all about learning as much as we can about their business and really understanding what their growth challenges are, what their growth goals are, and starting to formulate a little bit of a plan around that to understand, are we a good company to help them? Are we a good fit to help them? And if we identify that there is a good potential fit there between our two companies and we're getting on well, really digging into what their challenges are on that side of things, then the next step is to run a free 1-day growth workshop with them. Now that's a big investment in our sales process, a huge investment. It's
in terms of financial sense, it's like £5,000. You know, it's quite a chunk of money from our perspective. You know, 3 days of our 2 people in the company. Yeah. It's quite a.
So today we've been selling those growth workshops at £5,000.
Yep.
We've decided that what we're going to do is for the right companies that fit the right criteria, good potential to work with us, is that we're going to give that day away for free. We're targeting to win 1 new customer every 3 months. Yep. So we're only looking to give away maximum two of these growth workshops per month, with the anticipation that at least those 4 to 6 workshops that we run over a 3-month period will generate 1 new customer.
And hopefully those kind of conversion metrics should work for us, because ultimately we're trying to do a lot of qualifying up front, both in terms of is it worth our time, is it worth the time of our potential client. So hopefully we're not going to be giving that away to the wrong people and that aren't a good fit. And so hopefully therefore the conversion from growth workshop to client should be relatively good.
Yeah. And a big thing for us is, like, why are we giving something away of that high value for free? Seems pretty crazy on paper, probably, just like, you know, if you hear that. The reason why we are is it's so important for us to find the right fit customers. Getting the wrong fit customer, that if we can't help them truly deliver their growth goals, that's not a great use of our time. It's not a great use of their time or their investment. It's not good for anybody. So what's really important for us is to find really good fit customers that we're really confident we can deliver their growth goals, and more importantly, they're really confident that we can deliver their growth goals. So these growth workshops, we need to have all of the key decision makers in their business who've got a vested interest in the growth of the company involved in that growth workshop. So it's a big investment of their time as well, isn't it, Chris? Yeah. So that's really important, because we need everybody's buying into this plan that we come up with.
I think growth is going to be a significant change in any business, and I think if you don't have everyone involved, you're never going to be as successful as if there's one lone ranger somewhere in the company trying to grow the business and no one else really is bought into it or understands what's going on. Then it's just not going to be as successful. You might have some success, but if you've got everybody that really cares about the business growing, really bought into it and collaboratively coming up on what it is that they need to do differently, and really really behind it, there's a substantial chance that it's going to work.
And naturally what will happen is either we'll determine that there's not a good fit there, having everybody in the room come up with this plan, or ideally we'll be determined there is a good fit, that we'll get on really well with that company. We'll come up with a robust, good quality plan that we've come up with together collaboratively as a team, a plan for their growth and a plan that we're confident that as a team we can deliver for them. So on the basis that there is a really good fit, then logically we can just move to formalising that plan, doing a final costing of it. We'll have given them a really good understanding of what this is likely to cost as part of that growth workshop. And we'll have agreement from them that that's sensible and a worthwhile investment for them.
From the outset, we're talking about 8 to 20% of the growth of the business. So from day one, we're trying to put it as a headline on our homepage that this is roughly what it's going to cost to achieve that growth. Yeah. That won't just be our costs. There'll be other things that we're paying for, like advertising and any software or anything else that kind of goes with it. But roughly, you want to be thinking that if you want to grow your business by $1 million, it's typically going to cost you somewhere in the region of 8 to 20%. To achieve that growth.
Yeah. So that's obviously for established businesses as well, who are our primary target audience. And yeah, there'll be that logical follow on. We'll formalise that plan, final costing, get the agreement as to when we're going to start that, what the deliverables are going to be for the first 90 days, and we can get cracking on it. So we've really come up with this pretty simple 4-step sales plan. It's got this pretty big, huge investment in the middle of it,
Absolutely.
Which is the growth workshop. But if the net result of that is that we come out with customers who we're really confident are a great fit for us, and really importantly, they're really confident that we're a good fit for them, it's a win-win for everybody. Absolutely. And a great situation. So that is this week's vlog. We look forward to catching up with you next week. Please subscribe for more, and we'll catch up with you soon.
Let's go for a run.